Hello everyone, and today I want to share with you a very quick problem. So the problem goes by that a squared. So given a, b, c, d, e are real numbers, and which satisfy these two simultaneous equations, we want to find all possible real solutions. So when you look at the problem, you instinctively want to manipulate these two simultaneous equations somehow, and many of you may try to square the second equation, so a plus b plus c plus d plus e squared, and this equals a squared plus b squared plus c squared plus d squared plus e squared plus 2ab plus ac plus ad, and all possible pairs plus de, which equals 50 squared equals 2500. So if we call this equation 3, and we could try subtracting equation 1 from equation 3, which would give us 2000 equals 2ab plus ac plus ad plus plus de, and which would give us 1000 equals ab plus ac plus all possible pairs, and we'll be stuck here. There isn't much further to be done here because we can't really call this equation 4 back to here. And if you really want to go down this road, it's going to take a long time before you solve the problem, if you ever can. However, if we just erase all of this and look at the equation carefully, it really wants us to use the fact that squares are non-negative. With this in mind, we substitute a equals a1 plus 10, b equals b1 plus 10, and so on. We can define c1, d1, e1 similarly. And we sub it into equation 2, so let's call this equation 1, equation 2. So if we sub this into equation 2, we get a1, so sub into 2, we get a1 plus b1 plus c1 plus d1 plus e1 equals 0. A very, very nice result, which we will definitely use later. So now we sub it into 1. We get a1 plus 10 squared plus b1 plus 10 squared plus the same goes for c1, d1, and e1 plus 10 squared equals 500. Now, we can feel we're very close because, you see, we have 5 of these 10 squared, which sum to 500 exactly. So we expand the results, we get a1 squared plus b1 squared plus plus e1 squared plus 20 a1 plus b1 plus plus e1 plus 5 times 10 squared, which equals 5 times 100 equals 500. Moving this to the right hand side, and this equals 0 from this equation. So this equation, so let's underline that. Therefore, we have a1 squared plus b1 squared plus c1 squared plus d1 squared plus e1 squared equals 0, using the fact that squares are non-negative. Therefore, a1 equals b1 equals c1 equals d1 equals e1 equals 0. Now we just have to simply sub these values back. So continuing from here, we get a equals 0 plus 10 equals 10, B equals 0 plus 10 equals 10, and C equals 10, 10, D equals 10, and A equals 10. And these are the only real solutions.